Have you ever felt lost in the sea of decentralized exchanges on Solana, not knowing where to get the best rates for your trades? Now imagine having a personal guide that navigates you through all the options and gets you the best deals every time. Welcome back to my video series, All Things Solana, where I'll be showcasing the most important niches on the Solana blockchain, as well as the projects that occupy them, in order to simplify your journey into the crypto space. My name is Danylo, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my future videos. In today's video, we're diving into Jupiter, the ultimate DEX aggregator on the Solana network. Today, we'll talk about what is Jupiter, why is it important, any prerequisites you may need before we get started, its key features, any pros and cons, and last but not least, leave you with some tips at the end of this video. Whether you're new to crypto or simply looking to expand your knowledge, this video is for you. To start, what is Jupiter, and more importantly, what is a decentralized exchange? A decentralized exchange, or a DEX, is like a marketplace for buying and selling cryptocurrencies, but without a central authority or a middleman. Instead of a company controlling the exchange, it is run by code on the blockchain. Since Jupiter is an aggregator, it acts as a bridge between different DEXs on Solana, allowing users to pull from a deeper pool of liquidity across the blockchain. This allows people to get the most favorable rates on their trades. Imagine you are planning a road trip and need to fill up your car with gas. There are several gas stations on your route with different prices and levels of service. You could drive to each individual one to compare across all of them, but that would take a lot of time and effort. Instead, you use a gas price comparison app on your phone. This will scan all of the available gas stations in the area, giving you the best one for the price. Furthermore, it takes things into account, such as traffic and distance, to find you the most efficient route to the cheapest gas. This removes all the extra legwork you would have to do manually by yourself. So why is Jupiter so important then? Well, first of all, it's due to enhanced liquidity. Because it allows people to pull from a deeper pool of liquidity across the blockchain, it reduces slippage and creates better trade execution. Furthermore, there are cost efficiencies. Because of Jupiter's ability to find optimal trade routes, that often means better prices and lower fees instead of trading on an individual DEX. This cost efficiency is crucial for small and large traders who are seeking to maximize their returns. And last but not least, unlike centralized exchanges, Jupiter maintains the decentralized nature of trading, ensuring users have access to all their funds and their trades. This aligns with the broader goals of DeFi by promoting transparency, security, and user autonomy. Let's try out Jupiter. Before we begin, make sure to have a Solana wallet all set up and ready to go. If you don't have one set up, I'll link my previous video about Phantom in the description below. As well, in that wallet, have some Solana available so that you're able to pay any of the transaction fees you incur while following along, or when you choose after this tutorial to play around with the app. Swap is the default feature with all decentralized exchanges, as you are simply taking a token balance you already possess and swapping it to another token balance. In this example, let's first connect our wallet, select Phantom, it's going to log us in. And as you can see in our Phantom wallet, we have I would almost say 0.3 Solana. And we want to swap it to some USDC. So let's say I wanted 10 USDC. I would type 10 down here, and it would give me the approximate exchange rate up here. And all I'm going to have to do is press swap. It's going to optimize my slippage and settings. A transaction confirmation screen will appear, and it'll showcase the 10 US dollar swap. I'm just going to press confirm. Bottom left will process the transaction, and then it should say transaction completed. There you go. Now the transaction has been confirmed, and if we go to our wallet in Phantom, we now have 10 USDC along with the Solana balance that I already had. I can also do it in reverse. By simply pressing this, I can change it so now I'm paying USDC and swapping it right back to the Solana. But for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to keep my USDC for now. Limit orders are particularly useful because they're very similar to the swap feature, except you now set a predetermined price to buy or sell a token. To showcase this example, we'll be using the exact same trading pair we had under swaps, which is USDC and SOL. Now let's say with the $10 that I swapped to, I want to swap it back to Solana, but at a better price. So right now, the prevailing rate for Solana is about $157. But let's say I believe I can get a good deal, and Solana will go down to $140, and I'll be able to buy more Solana for my buck. So I would go to under limit orders, and under buy SOL at rate, I would select the price I'd want it to be at. So I want it to be at 140 in the future, and expiry never, because I always want the order to be open. obviously I can change this in the settings. I will be getting the exchange rate down here, so I'll be getting about 0.07 Solana, and now I will place the limit order. I'm going to confirm the transaction because it's going to take my USDC from me and hold it on the Jupiter platform. And now, after the order is processed, it's going to appear under open orders. Open orders simply means that the transaction has not actually gone through yet, and Jupiter is waiting for the market to hit the specification that I set it so that the trade will go through. In the event that Solana does hit 140 per token, Jupiter will take my USDC, convert it to Solana, and deposit the Solana into my account. But because that has not occurred yet, it will stay under open orders until it does, or until I close the order. For the sake of this example, I'm going to close the order for now, but just so you know, if the order gets executed properly, it will go from open orders and into the order history tab. I've already done this example a few times on my failed ticks, so as you can see, there's a few cancellations that have already occurred. But I'm going to close this order now. Again, another confirmation screen, and I'm going to get back my 10 USDC. Now we wait, and there, limit order closed. DCA, or dollar cost averaging, allows you to buy or sell coins at regular intervals over a specified period of time. Dollar cost averaging is particularly useful in 3 scenarios. Number 1, when you have a low market cap, low liquidity coin that you want to buy but don't want to impact the price too much in order to get unfavorable trades. Number 2, long-term accumulation of a token. And number 3, consistent profit taking of a token. In this example, I want to allocate, let's say 10 USDC or any token of my choosing in order to buy Solana. I want to buy Solana every day, once a day, over 2 orders, which means each of my orders will be 5 USDC. It's going to give me my summary down here. You can double check all the details to make sure it's correct. And then all I would do now is press start DCA, confirm the transaction. It's going to take my 10 USDC, and now it's going to start the DCA function. Now down here is my active DCAs. It'll tell me what is my balance and how much Solana it has already bought. So as of right now, it has not actually executed the first buy, but it will soon. Once an order has been filled, or a partial order has been filled, it will go under orders. If I want to cancel the DCA before it completely finishes, I can also do that too. I can simply come down here and close and withdraw the DCA. In here, I can press confirm, and it's going to process the transaction, and I'm going to get my 10 USDC back before it actually started to execute. If you want to be more specific with your DCA, Jupiter also gives you this enable pricing strategy option down here, which will make sure that whatever token you are actually purchasing, only purchase if the token falls between a minimum and a maximum price, in case you're worried about particular prices. Last but not least, we have the value average setting, which is very similar to the DCA in the sense that you still execute buys at predetermined intervals. But with value average, you're increasing your portfolio by a linear amount in terms of USD. In this example, let's say I wanted to increase my portfolio value by 5 USD a day specifically. We're going to execute a buy order once a day to buy Solana. Now, obviously, since I have 10 USDC, my budget will be $10, which means I'm going to get 2 buy orders in, just like with the DCA. And now I can choose a start date. I can either start now or start at a later predetermined time. Let's say I want to start, I'm just going to type in some random date, 2025 at, let's say, 2:22 p.m. Now then I can select auto or manual, whether I want to receive the Solana straight into my wallet or I'll have to manually claim it. And then all that's left to do is place the order. I'm going to say place order, confirm the transaction, let it process, and then under active value averages, it's going to appear. And now here it is. Now this order won't be filled until this time frame gets hit. So we're going to be here waiting a while if that happens. But again, we can click under here and this gives you all your order details. And at the bottom, you can either deposit more USDC into the value average, withdraw it, or close and withdraw the entire value average order. In this case, I'm going to close and withdraw it for now. Confirm the transaction to get my USDC back. And again, if you had one that's running and you press start now and it began executing, it would put your past value averages under this tab. What's cool about the value average function on Jupiter is the fact that on the right here, it actually showcases a little graph with the backtest results with some of the inputs we have in here. So in this case, if we had been buying Solana with a goal of increasing our portfolio by $5 a day from a certain date, it kind of showcases what would have happened given past price performance. Obviously, as it says here, historic performance does not indicate future performance. So we may never know what will happen at the market 1 day from now, 10 days from now, a year from now. But it's cool to see it kind of visualize and see how much Solana I would have gotten at these predetermined intervals. Now let's talk about some of the pros and cons for the Jupiter platform. The number one pro in my opinion is the best rates for trades. Because Jupiter is an aggregator and it's able to look at multiple DEXs, it's able to get you the best prices and cost efficiencies for all your trade executions. Another pro of Jupiter is its wide array of supported tokens, so that anyone can trade the most popular tokens on the Solana network and gives them a broad selection. And last but not least, it has a very easy to use and intuitive interface for beginners, allowing people to dive straight in and start trading their favorite tokens. For the cons, although Jupiter has a very intuitive user design, there is a certain complexity surrounding DeFi concepts as a whole in the ecosystem. You could make entire hour-long videos talking about at a deeper level how DEX aggregators work, or what are liquidity pools, or how does liquidity providing work that were not mentioned in this video. Jupiter is also entirely dependent on the Solana network. In case the network ever gets congested through higher than normal trading activity or strong price volatility, Jupiter's aggregation features may actually slow your trading down and will not be able to get you the best price at a fast speed. Now let's talk about some tips when using the Jupiter platform. Number one would be make sure your slippage is set correctly. Slippage simply refers to the percentage movement in price up or down of a token you are trading that you are willing to allow between you pressing confirm and the trade actually being executed. For example, if I was swapping USDC to Solana and I had my slippage set to 2%, that means that I am willing to allow Solana to move up or down in price within a 2% band in order for my trade to still go through. In case I pressed confirm and the Solana for whatever reason spiked up 10%, my trade would get reverted and I'd get my USDC back. If you're trading Solana or other large cap tokens on a normal day without crazy price volatility, you can keep your slippage set low. But in case of high price volatility or you're trading a smaller cap project, I would recommend raising the slippage so that your transaction actually goes through and does not get reverted. Furthermore, verify that all of your inputs are correct, such as the amount of tokens you're trading, the destination address, and your slippage tolerance so that you don't make any costly mistakes. And lastly, start small. Just like we did in this tutorial, trade smaller amounts with any of the functions that you're going to be using to make sure that everything works and you understand how it works before committing more of your capital to make larger trades. I promise if you follow all these tips, you will have a very smooth trading experience with Jupiter. To sum it up, Jupiter is the ultimate DEX aggregator on the Solana network with a host of rich features to make your trading experience as pleasurable as possible. Today, we talked about what is Jupiter, why is it important, all the prerequisites you needed to get started, its key features, pros and cons, and left you with some tips at the end of this video. Before I go, I'd love to hear from you. Are there any concepts or projects you want me to highlight in the next video? Let me know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe for more crypto content. Thanks for watching.